welcome into Volusia Raceway Park, site of tonight's Goons Dirt Late Model Race. And that's right, first ever Dirt Late Model Race in Sidewinder history. Normally we do street stocks. We're trying out the Dirt Late models this season, running the Pro category.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Ethan Evers, that's the pole sitter, commenting on how screwed the field is as he is starting on the front row. Not a comfortable spot for him, as you can tell.
Yeah!
Check out his pole sitting machine here. If it'll let us. This wants to. You know what? I make the rules. There we go. Ethan Evers starting on pole number 8 with our Goons starting lineup. There we go. Ethan Evers going to start rolling there in the 8 car behind the pace truck. Ryan File and Shenandoah Shine car will start in second. Quinn Newton, this dirt draft machine, rolls off in third. Damon Nagel, Chevrolet Project car, Mustang technically, rolling off in the 4th spot. Scott Elson, the Traxxas car, starts in 5th. Lucas Heusman will roll off 6th in the CTC Racing Pontiac. Miles Jansen has this EPI 25 Enterprises Chevrolet rolling off in 7th. Jeremy Klepper-Newell in the Icon of Herald machine rolls off 8th. Kenny Frisbee, the Goons car, starts in the 9th spot. Hayden Lowell in the Napa machine starts 10th. Brad Wilson, another Shenandoah Shine car, this one a Corvette, rolls off 11th. Brad Patton in the Goons machine starts in the 12th spot. Blake Giglio 13th. Then you have Thomas Green 14th. Trevor Trago will start 15th. Cliff Mullins will start 16th in the Curly's machine. Nathan Lafayette with the Pingle machine starts in 17th. And Ian Montrose, his plane number 1, starts shotgun on the field in 18th. Thanks, Goons, for sponsoring our starting lineup there. Appreciate you coming on board this season. And as we see, field rolling behind the pace truck on the second pace lap. I have a comment in chat. Can we get a Ryan File versus Kenny Frisbee paint comparison? Yes, they all use the SimRap Market base, so they're all pretty similar. Those Shine cars and those Goons cars. Pace trucks want to make that left turn, and we're going to get this thing underway. First of the 2 features tonight. Wild beats him to the line and into turn number 1. Ethan Evers trying to hang tough there on the inside lane. Ethan, a real-life dirt racer, but hasn't quite figured it out on the sim yet. So he gets split 3 wide. He's already fallen to the 4th spot. Somehow no one's dead as we complete a lap. I am impressed. Ryan File out in front. Hornet's nest in the middle here. Everyone trying to get through the traffic. The slower guys with their random qualifying drifting to the back. Appreciate you for reminding me to do that. Miles Jansen up to the 3rd spot. Quinn Newton up to 4th. Brad Patton finds himself 5th. Kenny Frisbee 6th. Miles Jansen up towards the front, working over Lucas Heusman. Miles takes that 2nd spot away from Lucas, as Lucas has that 97. That's the number Miles wanted. There's the 7 of Brad Patton working over the 88 of Quinn Newton. I don't think Quinn's car has a number on it. Crazy rules in dirt. Ryan File enjoys a 2.5 lead. He started outside front row and just took off. Jansen settled in 2nd. And you have Heusman, Newton, and Patton, your top 5. Patton has that Goons car inside Quinn Newton, trying to take the 4th spot away. Is there a Daytona of dirt tracks? I don't know. It's a good question. Eldora can feel that way sometimes because it's kind of big. In my opinion, can feel that way. Blake Giglio's caught up to this top 5 and now made it a 5-car battle for 2nd. They go 3 wide. Brad Patton gets pushed up off the bottom by Blake Giglio. Blake takes that 5th spot away. Drops Brad Patton down to 6th. National's pretty big too. Yeah, I would agree with that one. Ryan File still a 1.9 second lead over Miles Jansen. Yeah, Lucas leading this little brigade of cars with Quinn Newton, Brad Patton, Blake Giglio. We got our first caution. Ian Montrose involved, and someone's upside down. I believe that's Trevor Trago. Trevor having to take a tow in the 33 car, so he got flipped upside down. Let's see how that happened. Gets into the outside wall, spins it around. Ian Montrose nowhere to go, gets him in the door, and unfortunately rolls over the 33 car, and Trevor Trago ends up on his roof. having to take a tow, and that'll likely knock him off the lead lap if that tow takes too long. 'Cause caution laps don't count, but he could end up off that lead lap anyway. Ian Montrose had a car land in his lap. Most unfortunate. See if Ian hanging out in the chat. I'm sure he'll come down and try to take a fast pair after knocking the nose off. Ian, DG, you got a copy?
Hello.
Well, you just got a car landing right in your lap. Is that all you can see out your windshield there?
Yeah, I just bought this car, so I didn't realize it was late models until it was too late. So yeah, not much I could do there other than just sort of, I didn't mean to top him over after. I probably made it way worse than it needed to be, but yeah, that sucked. But yeah, that was terrifying.
It was entertaining at least.
Faster.
Oh yeah, way faster. You're doing better than me. Yeah. I can't make a lap of these cars, so I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we're learning as we go here. This is going to be, I told Cliff, I'm like, I'm going to learn today, probably the hard way.
10-4, all right, bud. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ian Montrose had the 33 car just land right in his lap. Trevor Trago still sitting in the pit lane as he waits for the tow truck to unhook him. Lights are out on his pace truck, so that's probably going to be the end of Trevor's race and likely set him up to be starting first in that second feature race as they invert the field for feature number 2. Ryan File loses his 2-second lead over Miles Jansen. Bunch them back up together here. File gets the jump. We are back underway. Let's jump into turn number 1 easily. Everybody trying to make some headway while they're bunched up together. This mid-pack all bunched up together. Good action. Kenny Frisbee's going to throw the 11 in there. Gets into Quinn Newton. Walls Quinn Newton. Newton goes around, and that probably is going to trigger a caution. There it is. Kenny Frisbee throwing it in there, catching Quinn Newton. You heard him say it was on me. Let's jump on the drone shot for the 11. Take a look. Gets up the track, out of shape, collects Quinn, throws Quinn over the cushion. And once he goes over the cushion, that car could not hang on. Oh, who was that? 99? I think that was Clapper giving a shot to Kenny, though. Unfortunately, Quinn suffered the same fate. Gets stuck in the wall and it turns him around. You don't really bounce off the wall, and he's like you do in a lot of stock cars. These things like to spin out when you hit the wall. And you see Kenny didn't know Quinn was all the way up there. Pushes him over the cushion and into the wall. Quinn goes down, takes a fast repair. Sitting there for a while, actually. He may have had to tow Trevor Trago back out on track. But unfortunately, that car is a lap down, and there are no lucky dogs, so he would have to give it back the hard way. See the 33 circulating the inside, dropping to the tail of the field to see it's not a lead lap car. Up front, it is still Ryan File. It's been up there since, well, lap 1. Got past pole sitter Ethan Evers and hasn't looked back yet, but now he has plenty of company right on that car's bumper. Lights out on our Chevy Silverado pace truck. We'll be going back racing at the end of this lap. It's nice to see a big field, isn't it, Dalton? Hopefully these pro late models are here to stay because they look really cool too. And I don't have to drive them, so I don't care.
Like, what's your iRating in dirt right now? I'm only a 5K right now.
Only a 5K. This guy.
His iRating is 5,093.
That is the exact number, yes.
I've been fucking lately.
That's the car in 5th place, number 16, black and red machine. Green flag back out. Ryan File gets the jump. Gets clean of Miles Jansen. Jansen, see what he can do. He's going to throw it in on that high side. Brad Patton trying to go through the middle. Makes contact with, I believe that was Hoytsma on the inside lane. That's going to drop Patton back into the field a little bit. Jansen putting on pressure for the lead. Ringing that high side. Going to get the momentum up down the straightaway. File leaves him the top, but unfortunately, as soon as he gets there, caution back out. Ian Montrose, once again, he's broken the left front.
It says I have to let Quinn by, but I have no clue where he is.
Ian gets way wide, gets the car out into the outside wall, breaks the right front, then he comes down the track, breaks the left front.
That's why.
Now that car is not rolling very good.
What the?
Ain't no way we just had like 2 consecutive cautions. You want to be double foul? What the hell?
I guess pass me, 7.
Yeah, Brad, you gotta pass me as well.
Brad, you're ahead of me.
There's the pace truck. Apparently Brad Patton, due to the scoring loops, gets to go all the way back up to where he was before.
We need to clear black.
Brad Patton back up to, it looks like 4th now.
How's the top feeling, Miles?
He was making it work. Miles was definitely getting that top lane working.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know, yeah.
Miles, you got the wrong number on.
He does.
Yeah, I changed it, and then I forgot to tell you guys.
Wow. Another 71. Now we have Andrew Beach beyond 11 and Miles Jansen wanting to run 71. Very popular number in SRL.
If I go top, do you promise not to slide drop me?
I can't promise anything.
Right, Alex? There can only be one.
I know, I already
Highlander,
looked.
Highlander style. Will only be one.
I have a letter in the number though, so.
Well, we've completed 12 officially. Hopefully we can get things cleaned up a little bit here. Get some green flag runs going because Miles Jansen is about to put on a good fight for the lead. A little bit better start this time out of that 71 on your screen, but 9 on your scoreboard. Brad Patton throwing it down on the inside lane there. He's going to slide it up the track. Keeping that 7 glued to the bottom. Patton showing off what he's got on dirt. Right up to the door of the 81. Ryan File stays out in command. Battle is for second right now. It's between Patton and now Lucas as Patton goes up the high side and blocks the advances of Miles Jansen. Brad Patton takes over second spot. Now he has Lucas Hoispa digging forward on the inside lane. He gets out of shape, doesn't get the car to rotate. That makes him slide up the track in front of Jansen. Jansen pays the biggest price, drops all the way back to the 5th spot, and now under attack from Thomas Green. That did not work out at all for Miles Jansen. Ryan File, Brad Patton 1-2. Lucas Hoispa rides in 3rd. Blake Giglio, the former pro dirt driver, sits there in the 4th spot. Hayden Law battling Thomas Green. Miles Jansen there, all for that 6th spot. Orange car there, Damon Nagel. He's trying to make his way up into this group. Pole sitter Ethan Evers, he sits back in 15th now. Not gone well for him, so he'll be starting towards the front again in feature number 2. And here you go, Brad Patton has run down Ryan File. The top 2, bumper to bumper. Shenandoah Shine versus Wanted Goons with the same paint scheme. That's fun.
Actually, the whole top, man. You're running middle. I'll try to get down below.
Brad Patton trying not to run in the tire tracks. Oh my goodness, maybe a little contact. Ryan File looks like he got it in there hot. That's what cost him ground to 2nd and 3rd. Behind them, Hoytsman and Giglio, the teammates, are battling side by side. Blake's throwing it down the bottom, wrapping it right around the wall. Luke's trying to find the cushion up at the top. Meanwhile, back up front, Patton's throwing it down inside the 81 of Ryan File. Blake Giglio's taking that 3rd spot away from Lucas. Too much rotation there from Brad. That's going to cost him some time. Might let him fall back into the clutches of Blake Giglio's. Blake in the 16, making his way towards the front. Past halfway in this one. Valhalla demands blood. Ryan File, Brad Patton 1-2. Blake Giglio slows again in 3rd. And a bit of a gap back to Lucas Hoisma. Lucas holding off Thomas Green, Hayden Law. And then Miles Jansen, who we expected to have a little bit better time, had to check up hard. Not run over one of his competitors. And he's fallen down to 7th as a result. like Cliff Mullins has had an issue in the 37. He's stuck up against the fence. See if he can get that out of the way. Let's take a tow here. Yes, he does. Nice sportsmanship move as the field gets there. We get the caution anyway. That is unfortunate. Cliff was gone, and it triggered the yellow anyway.
Well, the top was not the answer for me.
Unfortunate there. Is Ethan maybe the reason the caution came out? No, he's sitting there a long time. Well, there he goes. I don't think this is why the caution comes out. There's nobody near him. Yeah. It must have been the Cliff Mullins car disappearing before the leaders got there that still triggered it. Most unfortunate.
That's been fun racing, Kenny. I was trying not to get into you.
Kenny Frisbee, I think.
Sorry about
Clapper.
getting into you, going into one there, Ryan.
You're good, it's racing.
That is Brad Patton, Ryan File talking.
Hey, yeah, but I didn't like that. It jacked me up.
Let's just race.
Good times. So Ryan File of Shenandoah Shine is first. Brad Patton of the Wanna Goons rides in second. Blake Giglio from Low Drag rides in third. Low Drag teammate Lucas Heusman fourth. Then Thomas Green from Plant Sim rides in the fifth spot. Hayden Lowell, C2X, rides in sixth. Miles Jansen, EPI, runs in seventh. Damon Nagel, one of the gearheads, riding in eighth. Kenny Frisbee, another Wanna Goons, in ninth. And Brad Wilson, another Shiner, in 10th.
5 laps to go for single file?
Where were you Friday, Alex? That's a good question. You may have answered it already and I forgot. That's what it was, yeah. I remember you telling me that now, yeah. I thought you had told me, I just couldn't remember what it was. Field working their way down the back stretch. Lights out on the base truck. We are doubled up, ready for the restart. Under 10 to go, I think, is when they go single file. I believe. Into turn 3 we go. Pace truck is off, and Ryan File gets us restarted once again. Blake Giglio, very nice jump there from that second spot. He's going to fight Brad Patton for second. He's going to slide up across him. Now we got 3 wide for the lead, and now File checks out a little bit. It's Patton and Giglio fight. Giglio's going to slide it up into File, give him a push. 3 wide across the line we go. Brad Patton inside, Giglio middle, Ryan File top. They're all making contact. Brad Patton, they're stacking up and they're checking up behind, and we may have a problem. Actually, I think everyone made it through there. They were checking up and slowing down, but they still made it through. My goodness, that was good racing. But at the front, it's still Ryan File. Blake Giglio putting the pressure on right around the wall here in Volusia. Blake, I know, was super happy to get a little bit more power, get out of those street stocks, move up to a late model. And we have our 5th caution as we were just getting some action going here. Brad Wilson's taking a tow. Let's see what happened to the 51. The 51 and 00 both broke here. Caught the end of it there. Oh my goodness. Quinn Newton gets in the Clapper, puts Clapper into the 51, then Clapper again bounces into 00 and breaks his right front. And then that is the 33. Trevor Trago doing a really good job missing both of them. Then Lafayette tries to get out of the way and take a tow. But unfortunately still brings out the caution.
Blake, is my front bumper gone?
That was entertaining. Right now, Ethan Evers set up to be your pole sitter again for the next feature.
The sandwich right there. I was 3 wide. I ignored it.
That was really good racing when the leaders were 3 wide.
Three there, Jeremy.
It was awesome.
Yeah, if I didn't tap my brake there, Blake, we were smoked. I got blasted from behind by somebody.
Sounds hot.
Pulse.
No, Quinn, you're fine, man. The slower car above us.
Yeah, I don't know who was behind me when that happened, but I'm glad we all made it through that. I don't know how I stopped in time.
Turns out, should have napped. Well, that was exciting. Now we get to do it again. Might be single file this time, though. And it looks like we are. A single file. Under 10 to go. Nice warm-up for our Xfinity at Talladega at 8:30 tonight. Get up ripping the wall, trying to wear that groove down a little bit. Also keeps cars from jumping to your outside on the restart. Passing the inside before the line, you get black flagged. But protect the outside, nobody can pass you. Then we'll see File turn down as soon as that pace truck's off. Well, there it is. Blake tried to cut underneath him to get the momentum. Didn't quite work out for him. He's still going to wrap the bottom. Try to go for a move here. Brad Patton threw it in there in the 7. Couldn't quite make the move, but Giglio puts the pressure on Ryan File. Blake Giglio keeping it door to door with the 81. Ryan making that middle line work, pulls away from Giglio. Back a little further back, Kenny Frisbee's worked his way up to the 4th spot in that number 11. And Blake Giglio's tracking back down the race leader while we watch that. Blake making inroads. 6 laps to go from Volusia. Oh, like Scott Elston got turned around.
That's alright, that happens.
5 laps to go. Can Giglio make the move here? What is he willing to do to get the win away from Ryan File? Plenty of bad blood between these two. Will Blake keep it clean? I think he'll try for a few more laps anyway. I would probably not even make it out of the pit lane in these things. Blake keeping it clean so far. 2.5 laps to go. Work their way through turns 3 and 4 and back to the front stretch. Blake keeping that pressure on, but Ryan File not to be denied here. Blake's going to try to get to his outside. See what kind of run Blake can get in. Oh no, right where we're getting a good battle.
Keep it clean, huh?
Caution comes out.
We need an ambulance for Quinn.
Oh, Cliff gets in the outside wall. Oh, Quinn gets head on. Quinn flips over. And Cliff drives away from that. Wow.
No, you Blake.
Oh.
Is my nose pushed in, or am I missing any flappers?
Fortunate for Quinn.
Ian, you got a pass in?
So who that was that Cliff was battling? Looks like Ian Montrose in the 1. It's his teammate.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
They make a little contact. Cliff goes into the outside wall right there.
It was Tommy that let somebody else.
And Quinn just boom. Well, all right. UMP's not so bad.
It was getting good, too.
Was getting good. Now I don't know if Blake's gonna have enough time. Usually the leader will get a good jump here. I don't know if Blake's gonna have enough time to put on a move for the win. And look out in feature number 2 when all of these guys up at the front that are extremely fast have to go to the tail of the field. Pace truck's going to head off. About next lap, I think. Hectic Rex? Yeah. Especially if you have a big field. Get real crazy. What's up, John? Hello, sir. Welcome in. Good to see you. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday night. Doubleheader free tonight. Got the dirt feature to start us off in these pro late models. Then we're heading to Talladega. The Xfinity cars, the season opener of the Arc Music Xfinity Series. Shout out to all of our Wanna Goons. This Wanna Goons puts on this dirt late model series for us. There's a bit of a checkup there. It stacked them up. Doing well, John. Feeling kind of but other than that, doing well. Here we go. Should be our final restart. Blake trying to cheat to that inside lane. Get a little more momentum, get closer. See him do that a lot on dirt. On to the backstretch. 2 laps to go. Green, white, checker. That didn't sound good. Blake.
Monkey
He's
see,
close.
monkey do.
What can Blake do? Final lap. White flag in the air.
Sorry.
Ryan through the middle. Brad Patton putting pressure on.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
3-car race for the lead.
Wall.
How much pressure is Blake going to put on here? Pushes him up the hill a little bit. See how they do coming off the corner. It's Ryan File with the win. Blake Giglio second. Brad Patton brings it home third. What a finish that was.
I remember that from the next race.
Some drama in the mid-pack.
Dude, you ran me into the wall, so we're even.
I'd love to go back and see this, but by the time we do, I'm sure it's going to kick us into another session.
I don't want to do a back and forth game,
Right there, Hayden gets into Miles, pushes him up the track, really just doors him all the way up the hill. That is what these drivers are bitching about. All right, warm up.
Top 3 to the waiting room for your interviews.
Time to get our interviews on. If we can find everybody. There's Blake. Where's Ryan? There's Ryan. Just go down there and get him. Ryan, DG. Nope, he moved. Damn it, Ryan. He went to the garage, too. I came down and grabbed you, and then you moved again. Hi.
Hey.
Well, we held off Blake there.
See.
Quite a battle. Yeah, long time no see. And you got the win here, so that's a good way to welcome yourself back.
Yeah, come back, make a statement, I guess, right?
Yeah, you like these things a lot better than a street stock?
Oh, for sure. Not sure about this set, though. Not the biggest fan, but we made it work. Definitely a lot more stable and can turn a lot better through the slick compared to when it was, in practice it was real dry and tacky and it just did not want to turn, but it's on rails through the slick here.
Sweet. Well, glad it was fun there once we got the track to slick off. Congrats on the win. You got your friends, family, sponsor shout-outs.
Shenandoah Shine, you guys, Katie Designs, Bradley for racing with me. Where did he finish? 10th. Well, next time, can we do top 10 of the waiting room, please? And we need to get him an interview.
We've interviewed Bradley plenty over the years. He's had his chance.
Next one, he'll be fine. He'll be in there.
All right, Ryan. Congrats on the win. See what you can do coming from the back in feature 2.
Thank you. See you guys.
Bring in... Where's Blake? Blake finished second. Brad's already sitting there waiting for me, but we're gotta go find Blake. Where is that 16? There he is. And drag him through the channels. I wonder what's happening. Blake, DG, you got a copy?
How's it going?
Hi. Well, we finished second. How much did you want to move that 81 to get the win?
Yeah, not too much.
Not too much?
It was... No, I probably should have drove it in pretty hard. I kind of got blocked, but that's okay. I mean, it's part of it, right? We had a big run through I would have done the same thing. So we got to run through the middle.
Is this a new Blake Giglio that's not trying to run over people?
Yeah, I probably should have. No, I'm definitely saying I probably should have, but I didn't. It's week 1. He raced me fair there. We were racing real hard, I thought. So we'll see what happens here in the second one. We just gotta get some good points and hopefully get out here with the point lead.
The 3 wide was really exciting. That was awesome.
That was scary. I didn't realize. I think I got into. I was getting into everyone. I kept driving up, down. I was like, what is going on here? The curve stretch did not help me.
Weapon.
Yeah,
all right. Hit me with the friends, family, sponsor shoutouts.
Yeah, shout out to you for broadcasting, CC Racing, Allergic Esports, M9 Performance. Everyone that's on here, shout out to everyone that put this thing on, and hopefully we can get the win here in the second one.
All right, good luck. Brad, DG, you got a copy?
Got a copy.
Well, that was a good way to kick off the Wanted Goons Dirt Late Model Series, getting yourself a podium finish there. It looked like you really wanted that second place, but, you put on a good show and you brought it home on the podium. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Man, these boys are talking in my ear. Yeah, for my first race in, I think, a year and a half in the late models, I haven't done them. Coming out with a podium for first race, I'll take that. Car felt good. It was weird being sideways, seeing as how I'm used to asphalt, but other than that, let's go.
Stand 4, and I will get your logo off before tomorrow. Don't worry. I did see your message.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I need that logo done.
I got you. Well, congrats on the podium finish. You got the friends, family, sponsor shoutouts for that P3 in our first feature.
Oh, come on now. You got to shout out to the boys that's racing in the league here. That's on One and Goons. Got to thank you for doing this broadcast, being a teammate. Like I said, Discord GG sideline, Maconi setup shop, and let's let the lip rip and go to the front again.
Stand 4. Good luck in feature 2 coming from the back.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Send him back down to his channel. Eventually. It's a long way down. Without putting him in someone else's channel randomly. There we go. Got him there. Alright. Final 30 seconds of this little warm-up, and we will set the field for feature number 2. It'll be invert of feature number 1's finishing order. So our top 3 will be starting back in the back of the pack. 16th, 17th, and 18th. Blake catches the wall there. See who we can have a quick chat with. Hopefully Scott's hanging out there. Scott, DG, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hope we got one feature under our belts. We're getting ready to go to feature 2. How does this new Pro Dirt late model feel?
A lot different than the street stock.
You're right about that, buddy. But is it fun?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the important part.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think once we get used to the cars, this might be a hot take, but I think once we get used to the cars, it'll be better racing than the street stocks.
Wow. They definitely like to get sideways together, so it's pretty fun. They're putting on 3 wide battle for the lead. I don't know how much more better it can get.
Yeah. I'm excited for like mid-season to see how it works.
All right, we're starting on the front row here for feature number 2. How do you feel it's going to be when all the fast guys are trying to break through?
I'm wishing I was on the inside, but we'll do the best we can and try not to hurt the fast guys too much.
Stand forward. Good luck, bud.
Yep.
Scott back down on his channel. We're good to go for feature number 2. Get our Goons started lineup going here for feature number 2. We have Ethan Evers, as we mentioned earlier, going to be your pole sitter after he had to fall out of the race early in the last one. There's Ethan in the Gearheads Racing Machine. Teammate Scott Elston in the Traxxas Machine starts alongside Damon Nagel, the Trevor Project car. Another Gearhead Machine starts in the 3rd spot. Quinn Newton for Low Drag starts in 4th. Cliff Mullen C2X starts in 5th. Ian Montrose C2X in 6th. Kenny Frisbee in the Goons starts in 7th. Nathan Lafayette for C2X starts in the 8th spot. Trevor Trago Goons starts in 9th. Brad Wilson for Shenandoah Shine in 10th. Clapper Newell, he's an independent running in 11th. Miles Jansen with the EPI rolls in 12th. Thomas Green for Plant Sim rolls 13th. Hayden Lowell, C2X in 14th. Lucas Hoyswift for Low Drag in 15th. Brad Patton, Goons in 16th. Blake Giglio, Low Drag in 17th. And Shenandoah Shine, Ryan File starts 18th. Now we know everyone's team affiliation. Appreciate Goons sponsoring our starting lineups each and every race this season. Payshock's going to make that familiar left turn. And we're going to get this, I believe it's 45 laps race started. Oh, we get an extra pace lap. Thought we were ready to go. Fake me out. The lights out on the pace truck. That's okay. Gives you an extra lap to talk to you guys about how great Goons Dirt Late Model Series is. This first race was really awesome, fun to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes, the tows still leading to cautions were a bit unfortunate, but still a good time. 18 cars. I'm impressed we got as much green flag running as we did. I don't know why it's showing unofficial results. Try to get that cleared out before we get started. It's not showing your pole sitter, Ethan Evers, because it does weird things with feature racing. There goes the pace truck. Ethan going to lead us to the green. And into turn number 1 he goes in that 8 machine. Watch the calamity behind. There's 3 wide already. Bouncing off of one another coming through the field. Look at this nonsense. Oh my goodness. They're making contact back here. 13 car bounces off of Giglio. Thomas Green, I believe, in the 13. 3 rows of 3 wide back here. They're making contact up in the middle of the field. Oh my gosh. Pure mayhem. Your guess is as good as mine what's going on right now. Meanwhile, Damon Nagel's gotten past teammate Ethan Evers for the lead. Kenny Frisbee rides 3rd for the Goons. Ian Montrose right in there as well. Trevor Trago is up to 4th. And here comes Miles Jansen. Miles had a bit of a rough first feature. Gives him a little bit better track position starting second feature. He's wrapping the bottom trying to move his way up. I believe that was contact between Ian Montrose and Ethan Evers. Now Kenny Frisbee putting on moves, trying to go for the race lead in the number 11. Kenny's going to throw it in there, slide it up the hill, and he'll complete the pass. And Kenny Frisbee leads that lap. David Nagel trying to run it through the middle here at Volusia. Kenny all the way up by that edge on the cushion. Trying to find traction at the line. Kenny Frisbee by a nose. 5 laps complete, 40 to go. So far we've been green. Damon Nagel wants to try and get this lead back. He's going to throw it up the hill. Starts to throw a slider, then hits the brake, leaving the outside for Kenny Frisbee. Looked like Trevor Trago tried to follow through, but got held up. Now Miles Jansen's wrapping the bottom against the wall, starting to move up on that top trio. Miles Jansen hugging that inside line, just narrowly avoids the tires at the pit attenuator. Kenny Frisbee, Damon Nagel still battling for this race lead. Side by side, lap after lap, they go. The 2 Goons cars in this top 4. And you have Miles Jansen and the Trevor Project car of Damon Nagel. I think Kenny just brushed the wall in corner entry there. May have slowed him down. That might give the advantage to Damon Nagel. And it does. Nagel will take advantage of Kenny Frisbee's mistake there. Corner entry, takes over the race lead. Frisbee trying to get it back, gets all kinds of in the wall. The 11 car goes up on 2 wheels, collects a couple of other cars, and that's probably going to be a caution. And there it is. First caution of the race comes from Kenny Frisbee. Getting a little too high, getting caught in the wall, and getting turned around. Unfortunate for the 11 team. Take a look at it one more time. Catches the wall right there, just past start finish, and that turns the car up onto the fence. And he's trying to stay out of the way, but collects, I believe that was Quinn Newton, 88 car. And 97 Lucas Hoysa also collected. Gets 2 low drag cars in the process. And Quinn had to take a tow. Looks like he lost his right front. Let's check it on the 97. He was able to stay on track. Didn't even come down for a fast repair, so drops to the tail of the field, loses his track position, but oh, that car is dog walking. He's going to need that fast repair. I was about to say, it looks like he'll be at least able to continue on without any further harm. But yeah, that car is tracking sideways. Looks like a broken track bar. He'll have to come down, get the fast repair, get that car squared up again. He's having trouble even getting it to the pit box because of the way that thing is skewed. The struggle's real. Looks like you got things taken care of, maybe? No, I don't know. That thing still looks very skewed. Maybe trying to stay on the lead lap. All the caution laps don't count, I don't believe. He's making good progress. I think he's good now. I think we're good. Doubling up for the restart. David Nagel, your race leader. Kenny Frisbee was doing so good until things went not so good. Led a good chunk of that. Damon Nagel, Trevor Trago on the front row, then Miles Jansen, Brad Patton, row 2. Brad's coming from the back of the field, all the way up to 4th. Blake Giglio right behind him in 5th. And Ryan Files 6th, so our top 3 are all up into the top 6 after starting a tail end of the field. Carefully have navigated traffic very well. Pace truck heads off. Back to green flag racing we go. Nagel out front. Jansen trying to take second here on the inside. Trevor Trago trying to hold him off. Trevor started on the outside front row there. Ryan File all the way up to the cushion. He got over the cushion. I don't think it helped him much. Trevor Trago goes from top to bottom here. Brad Patton right behind him. These 2 Goons cars wrap the inside line. Ooh, Trevor Trago a little too much rotation, shot it down to the inside. Didn't lose too much speed. He is going to lose about 4 spots though. Went from 2nd back to 6th. Now Blake Giglio tracking down Miles Jansen as the 86 of Damon Nagel's falling to 4th. Jansen's able to clear, as has Giglio. Brad Patton trying to move up to 3rd. Damon keeping it wound up on the high lane. Here comes the 81 Ryan File up the inside of Brad Patton. Brad thought he was pretty close to the inside, and somehow there's a car between him and the wall. Oh my goodness, that was Damon Nagel up and into the fence. Didn't get turned around. No one bounced into him, so we stay green. But Damon Nagel has dropped out of the top 12. Blake Giglio, meanwhile, putting on a battle with Miles Jansen for the race lead. Couple of Chevrolets going at it at the front of the field. 30 laps to go. 1/3 distance in this race. There is the 11 of Frisbee, I believe, limping back to the pit lane. So Blake holding off Jansen for now. Let's go back through the field a little bit. Ryan File sits in third, kind of all by himself. Then you have Brad Patton and Trevor Trago, a couple of teammates, 4th and 5th. Brad Wilson riding in the 6th spot, and then Thomas Green 7th. Thomas is a former Xfinity Series champion. A little bit later on, we got the Xfinity Series season opener coming at you. Cliff Mullins riding in the 8th spot. Cliff will tell you he hates dirt. And here he is running up in the top half of the field. Nice effort out of the Curly's Guns and More Pontiac. Ian Montrose battling Lucas Hoytsma, 9th and 10th. Remember, Lucas had to come down and take that fast repair. Trevor Trago able to get around Brad Patton on the high line. Moves up into the 4th spot. Ryan File still all by himself. Up at the front, not much has changed. Giglio, then Jansen. Both of them brushing the wall as they go by the flag stand. And you have Ryan File, Trevor Trago, Brad Patton, your top 5. Brad Wilson has Thomas Green right behind him. And we have Lucas Hoytsma battling Ian Montrose and Scott Elston. Elston the 35 way at the top. Black 97 Lucas Hoytsma, and the green and silver number 1 Ian Montrose. Lucas wrapping the bottom there. Behind him, nothing else. Clapper Newell putting on a battle as he's pushing Scott Elston up to the wall. Scott's not going to like that very much. Yep. 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 And that's probably going to be a caution if they don't tow quickly. And there it is. Second caution. Clapper Newell doing Clapper Newell things. Sure, Scott will make the sharp left there if he can. That car is junk on the right front. Well, we get the Clapper Newell caution as Scott Elston gets clapped. Matt, I'm so proud of the 35. That's funny. Ethan Evers stopped on track. What's going on with the 8 car? Sitting there up at the high line, chilling. Clapper Newell sliding in there. All right. What was that? Yep. Exactly, Dalton. Alright. It's going to be a double file restart, so they'll line up side by side on the front row. Blake will be the control car, the black and red 16. Sure, he'll choose bottom here. Lights go out on our pace trucks. We will get restarted. He's taking top. Blake Giglio going to the top. That'll force Miles to the inside. So much beef in week 1. I hope Scott knew that his car was broken and he came down and took the repair, because yeah, he did okay. I just looked at the timing and scoring. He did come down this lap and took the fast repair and has rejoined the field with a healthy race car. Pace truck heads off. We'll have 22 laps when we get to the line. Halfway through this second feature. Someone got way high. Is that Trevor? Trevor Trago got way up out of the groove. Dropped back to 6th. Blake clears Jansen. File in 3rd. Then Patton. Trevor Trago trying to rebound in the 33. After that big slide on that first lap on the restart. Here comes the 13. Thomas Green. Thomas, a longtime Sidewinder competitor, has an Xfinity Series title, as we mentioned earlier. Lucas Hoytsma. Weird to see Lucas mid-pack, but I know he had to take that repair. I thought he would Be coming up through the field a little quicker. Just has so much raw talent in that 97. And we get our third caution. Trying to check in, and wouldn't you know it, Elston's involved. Let's see what happened here. Say Elston and 8 of Ethan Evers. Oh, and Clapper was there. What a surprise. What happened to Clapper? Clapper is battling the Lafayette machine. Gets it over-rotated into the corner, spins it out, and Ethan Evers and Scott Elston pay the price for Clapper's mistake going up and into the outside wall. That was the night, and now these two are at it again. No, we just looked at it at the perfect time. Oh, yep, no, they're at it again. I don't think Clapper wants to race dirt this season. A lot of clapping going on. A lot of clapping. Doesn't help that the entire practice session, Clapper was on Scott's nuts about the setup. You're definitely getting parked after today? No, you ain't getting parked. Your incident looked very benign, really. That was fun. Dirt Circle 17 rule. Seen that name before, but it's been a while. That's Damon's name, that's right. Thanks for the reminder. It's been fun to watch. Fun to broadcast, too. These things are cool. I'm glad I don't have to drive them because I can't make a lap in these bitches, so happy to be the broadcast for this one. I like calling these. They're fun. They put on a good show. I think you got a winner here. What's up, Avid? How are you, sir? I see you over in the YouTube chat. Hello, everyone over there. Yeah, but you look like you're learning and having fun, at least, Kenny. Some people are just being douchebags. You know how it is sometimes. All right, it's going to be Giglio and Jansen. Giglio's chosen the top as the control car. Pace truck heads off, and here we go, back to racing. Jansen gets a pretty good launch. He's going to be right on the back bumper of Giglio. And here comes the 81 of File, who won that first feature. All the way up to the third spot for File. Brad Patton in fourth. Trevor Trago, Thomas Green, Lucas Weiss, and Brad Wilson all up there in that top 8. They go single file towards the front. Kind of following each other's tire tracks. About 17 laps to go. Try to find you some good action. All bunched up. There's Brad Wilson trying to get to the inside of Lucas Weissman. Nothing doing for him, so he goes to the top. Cliff Mullins battling Clapper Newell. Clapper somehow back into the top 10. The adventurous night he's had so far. Surprised that car didn't need a second fast repair, which they don't get, by the way. Oh, he's right under Ian, and he gets Cliff. Making some enemies that you don't want to make enemies out of with Cliff Mullins and Ian Montrose. Yikes. The drama's exciting back here in the back. Oh, we got a battle going on. Hot damn. Brad Patton, Ryan File, briefly traded positions. Trevor Trago and Thomas Green behind them are trading positions. That is for 5th. The 13 and 33 doing battle. Thomas Green gets it up the hill and right on the cushion. Miles Jansen's fallen off of Blake Giglio. Giglio's opened up about a second lead. So watch Brad Patton work to the inside of that 81 of Ryan File. And don't adjust your cameras. That is not teammates battling together here, but looking like they're in identical cars. That's what happens when you order your paints off the SimWrap market. You end up having twins out there. Unofficial teammates is the word from Kenny Frisbee. That's funny. Blake Giglio continues to lead by a second. And Miles Jansen, Ryan Files close right in on Jansen. Meanwhile, Brad Patton right in the fence there. That's going to cost him some time. See what File can find to try and get past Jansen here with the 10 laps to go. All right, Kenny, enjoy your clash. Appreciate you. Mute this tab if you want to leave it open. Appreciate it. Up at the top. Blake Giglio way out front by a second and a half now. We watch the second place battle. Miles Jansen, Ryan File. Ryan's trying to find any way he can get alongside this car, at least try to put on some pressure. Within inches going into the corner. Not a lot of breathing room for Jansen. Number File 1, feature number 1. Jansen sends it way up the hill and over the cushion. That should be all the 81 car needed. Ryan File completes the pass. Jansen makes an unforced error. Now Jansen trying to apply the pressure and try to get File to make a mistake. Jansen was upset with Hayden in that first feature. And this one, Hayden's been kind of a non-factor. Mostly because the 56 isn't even out on track anymore. I didn't see Quinn get into an accident, or Hayden. I know Kenny and Quinn did. And a little bit of a separation here. We'll drop back Brad Patt and Thomas Green. Pretty good battle. Ian Machos, Jeremy Clapper Newell. And Clapper's... oh man, I think he hit the 3 strikes and you're out rule. What happened this time with Clapper? Oh, he gets the outside wall, climbs it with the front end, and then rolls it down the hill. Fortunately, nobody goes around the corner and obliterates him. And Clapper tows the car to the pit lane. We set up a late race restart. Blake Giglio probably pretty unhappy at Clapper Newell right now as he loses a 1.5 second lead. Appreciate you, Kenny. Caution laps won't count, and I believe we'll have 4 to go when we turn them loose once again. 4 laps for Ryan File to try and get around Blake Giglio. Blake raced Ryan pretty fair in that first feature. We'll see if Ryan gives him the same courtesy in feature 2, as they will now be 1-2. Miles Jansen will line up 3rd, and I believe they'll be single file, so it'll be under 5 to go. See what Ryan File can do with Blake Giglio in these final 4 laps. Could be very entertaining. Let's see if we can go to quick chat with them. Bump up the entertainment value a little bit. Alright, we're setting up for a heck of a restart here, Ryan. He was pretty fair with you in feature number 1. Are you going to be just as fair?
Think I'm going to be able to get by this guy? Come on.
I mean, sure.
I mean, Miles made a pretty big mistake there, and I got by him, but I don't know if I have the speed here in the slick here.
All right, well, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Well, that sounds like a defeated already Ryan File. I was hoping it'd be a little more. I'm going to get him. Ryan sounds settled for second here already. Well, we'll see if he can get by Giglio and become a double feature winner or not. Field works into turn number 3. Pace Truck's going to be heading off. And we're going to turn him loose for 4 laps to the finish. Everybody turns down the hill to get the run, and Blake Giglio gets a nice launch over Ryan File. Jansen 3rd, Brad Patton 4th, Thomas Green. Really no battles thanks to the single file restart. So kind of watching everybody try to make a move. Now you got Trago throwing it in on Thomas Green, sliding it up the hill, makes contact, pushes Green even farther up the hill, and Green probably not too pleased with that. Not white. I was thinking it was a green-white checker. We're going to 3 to go. A little ahead of myself. Blake, pretty good distance already on File. It's got a good gap over Jansen, Brad Patton. And then Trevor Trago, well, he's got the 13 that he just shoved up the hill back to his inside. So we'll see if a payback comes here from the 13 of Thomas Green. He might give a little nudge to the 33 of Trago. Looks like they're keeping it clean so far. 2 laps to go. Blake Giglio going to bring it off turn number 4. Barney's going to show him the white flag. 1 more lap to go from Volusia. Final lap of tonight's Wanted Goon Dirt Late Model Series. Giglio well out in front. Kind of things has under control into turn number 3. So calm, cool, collected. Bringing off turn number 4. Blake Giglio gets you the win. Ryan File 2nd. Miles Jansen your top 3 in feature 2. Brad Patton, Trevor Trago round out the top 5. Then Lucas Hoyts with Thomas Green, Brad Wilson, Cliff Mullins, and Ian Montrose rounding out your top 10. They like to spin it out in one for the fun. Lafayette on the pit lane along with Clapper Newell 11th and 12th, Ethan Evers 13th, Elston 14th, Nagel in 15th. And those are the only ones that finished the race, kind of. Kenny Frisbee out of the race 16th, Hayden Lowell out in 17th, and Newton out in 18th. But Blake Giglio is your winner. See if we can grab our race feature 2 champion and drag him down here. Blake, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going?
Well, it's going good for you, that's for sure. You picked up the win here in feature number 2 after being kind to Ryan in feature number 1. So probably has to feel pretty good to get that redemption.
Yeah, definitely felt good. That was a fun race, just with how the track was, and coming through traffic was fun. Everything about it was good. I'm just happy we were able to at least get a win. You know, we have two races and 2 wins with this year with SRL, so it's feeling good so far. And I only got one thing to say, and that's to Hayden.
Go ahead.
Right, look who's washed now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't me. So just gonna point that out there, and so hopefully we can beat him here in a little bit as well.
Pizza Boy said in chat, Hayden's not washed.
Yeah, I mean, talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's fine. We let him talk that shit for a while, and we came out here and got a win. So.
10-4. Congrats on the win when it counts, and we appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you out at the Super Speedway here in a little bit.
For sure.
All right, Blake, congrats.
Thanks.
Blake Giglio getting the win. Let's track down Ryan File on the 81. I think he moved up to the waiting room for me. Oh, he did. Look at that. Look at that. So proud. Ryan, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, just not much you could do there with Blake at the end, but still a strong second place run and partnered with your first place in the feature number 1. You and Blake should be tied in the points. Pretty cool night for you. Good start to the season. How do we feel about it?
I mean, even though I didn't win, I mean, it was a lot of fun coming there through the field. Pretty sure we were like 4 or 5 wide at some point with me, Giglio, and some other guys. So it was a lot of fun. Kept it clean as much as we could. You know, I think I had maybe a 2x by the end of it. So yeah, I think we should be dead even on points unless there's some kind of bonus point system, but I don't think there is. So couldn't ask for more than that.
Heck yeah, it was very entertaining tonight. Congrats on your strong opening round. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts for us?
Shenandoah Shine, Bradley Wilson, Katie Designs, you guys for putting on the broadcast. I guess we got a new sponsor, Wanted Goons, which I guess technically is also you, right? So
yeah.
Thank you guys for doing that for us. And yeah, go on to next week, go to Lanier, and see what we can do.
All right, we appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, thank you.
That is Ryan File bringing it home in P2. Now we go track down Miles Jansen. Phil, let me drag him. Miles, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, heck of a night for you tonight. You're out there battling, getting the doors knocked off of it in that first feature. Second feature, we kept it much cleaner and brought it home third. How was it out there?
Slippery.
Yeah, one word, slippery.
She was a little slick.
Well, drivers were telling me that actually made the setup feel a little better, though, once it started to slick off.
Yeah, when it slicked off, the setup definitely came in a little bit better.
10-4. Well, congrats on the strong run here in feature number 2. You got the friends, family, sponsor shoutouts for us?
Yep, just gotta thank Elite Performance Industries, Taylor Wild Racing Shocks, and yeah, all the guys at 25 Enterprise.
All right, congrats on the strong run. We appreciate you coming out. We'll see you back here next week.
Yep, thank you.
Miles Jansen, short, sweet, and to the point here in his interview. Miles will bring it home P3 tonight in feature 2. Thanks to all the drivers that came out tonight. We had 18 cars out here on the dirt. That's cool to see. Hope you guys enjoyed that aspect of everything tonight. Clear these out, and we'll look at our final results here from feature number 2. Blake Giglio, Ryan Fowle, Miles Jansen on the podium. Brad Patton and Trevor Trago for Wanted Goons bringing home top 5s. Then Lucas Hoyts with Thomas Green, Brad Wilson, Cliff Mullins, and Ian Montrose the top 10. And page 2, Nathan Lafayette, Clapper Newell, Scott Elston, Ethan Evers, Damon Nagel, Kenny Frisbee, Hayden Lull, and Quinn Newton. I have to say thanks to everyone at Wanted Goons for helping us put on this broadcast. Thanks to Scott Elston and Damon Nagel for putting on the series. A lot of fun to watch this and have a little warm-up for our Xfinity Series. By the way, Xfinity Series practice opening up right about now or within the next minute when iRacing feels like putting the session up entirely. Hope we'll see you over there on the Super Speedway in the opener for the Arc Music Xfinity Series. But until then, this has been DG over on the DG Broadcast Network, and we appreciate you guys for being here. Let's look at our sponsors and get on out of here. Wild Horse Racing does our broadcasting on Monday night for the ARCA Series. Wanted Goons, as you saw here tonight, put on our Dirt Late Model Pro Series. Then we have Arc Music putting on our Xfinity Series a little bit later on. 712 Brakes does a great job with Quinn does the 712 Brakes, but Lucas does these CTC Cup Series on Wednesday nights, and we appreciate all they do for us. Low Drag puts on our Truck Series for Thursday nights. There we go. My brain shutting down. Fort Worth Screen Printing puts on our GT3 series on Friday. Golden Eagle puts on our Super Speedway series, and Evers Fever Podcast putting on our sidecar for us on Sunday nights. Then we have Big C's Diecast, who's sponsoring us all season long on the 10 to goes. So Big C Diecast, check out that QR code and get on over there and check out his marketplace on Facebook. A lot of cool diecast, and the CTC Race Network of course puts on the CTC Cup Series. So thanks to all of those partners that help us put on this show for you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you a little bit over on the Xfinity side. All right, that wraps up the YouTube. We can get the music back on and chill on Twitch for a little bit.